What's up? What's up, Spicy? Dun, dun, dun. John Jones talked about moving to heavyweight for 10 plus years. The day has finally arrived. You know what, dude? That's a good point, Spicy. That's a good point, man. I'm going to have to eat some crow on that. But what's up, man? Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're listening to Just My Two Cents. It's Friday. It's February 3rd. It's 2023. We are on the eve of UFC 285, boys. The ceremonial weigh-ins took place a little earlier today. I've watched those. I'm going to tell you what I thought about that. The ceremonial weigh-ins are scheduled to take place at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to cover that. I'm going to give you live stare-down reactions. I'm going to tell you what I thought of the weigh-ins. We're going to talk Mr. Arkansas's Mecca 10. You motherfucks. We're going to talk all about that. So welcome to the UFC 285 ceremonial weigh-in pregame show. I hope y'all are doing good, man. So y'all come on in here, kick it with your boy, pull up a seat, smoke something, drink something, talk some shit. Get hyped, dude. It's UFC 285. Mecca 10. Dude, this is the eve of Mecca 10, boys. Week 1. I'm really fucking pumped for that, man. So y'all come up in here, tell me what you think, tell me what's on your mind. There's plenty to talk about. Gonna kind of just see where this one goes, man. Salud. What up, ear? What up, boys? March 3rd. Did I say February 3rd? Good God. Good gosh almighty. Yeah, it's March 3rd. Good fucking Lord. 12 hours, more like fucking 15 hours. I'm telling you, man. I don't know how I'll say this shit till I'm blue in the face, dude. Can't nobody do that shit like Ark, man. A long ass stream, consecutive hours of streaming. Nah. I did 12 hours and I felt like I was gonna fucking fall out. I couldn't speak properly. I was like stumbling over my words. I was like, my brain was short circuiting. I was just saying the same dumb shit just over and over. It was just like, it was all just like mushing together. Dude, it was mush mouthtery by the end. Arc did like 15 hours like it won't nothing. Didn't have to take any like breaks or anything. It's just like, I don't know how the fuck he does it. It's drug free too, which that's the craziest part, man. Not that I need like fucking uppers or anything, but dude, that 12-hour stream, I definitely need some coffee. Excuse me. I definitely like needed bathroom breaks and like he just pushed right through it. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. But yeah, dude did a 15-hour stream. I was there for a few hours at least. Went to bed around 2:30 or like I left the stream around between 2:30 and 3, I think. And went to sleep, slept the fuck in, woke up, got my day started, and he's still streaming. Golly. Grit in the morning. Wild, dude. But what's up, man? How y'all doing? Y'all ready for this shit, dude? Yeah, Mecha 10, motherfuckers. You see the dark saber drawing. Y'all know what time it is, man. About to fucking chop some heads off, dude. Bloodless. Bloodless, carterized fucking decapitations. I'm excited, man. This is a fucking tough card to start the mecha, man. It really is. Tough card. Tough picks. Anyone that says that these were like easy picks for them and they just it was straightforward, you're either a fucking liar or you are a fucking sociopath. There's no way, man. If you're a normal person that like a normal like hardcore UFC fan, you already know how tough these fights were to pick. This is a fight card where there's a lot of unknowns. Not only in the main event, but some other fights too. I'm going to tell you, we're going to get into the weigh-ins here in a second. I'll tell you what I thought all about that. A couple people missed weight. A couple fucking clowns missed weight. So I'll tell you what I thought about that. But man, this fight card, dude, I'll give credit where it's due, man. Fucking Maynard and Shelby. This is some fucking good matchmaking, man. These are some are you who the fuck you say you are? If you are who you say you are, that kind of shit. Have no fear. The crowd is here, motherfucker. So it's put up or shut up time, man. You better fucking put on, or there is some. No, there's a lot of potential for some fraudulence to get exposed. There's a lot of potential for some. I don't say like new names, but some new names to potentially like rise in not really like the division necessarily, but just in people fucking knowing who the fuck they are. Not really saying that well, but you know what I'm trying to say. A lot of potential breakout spots here for potential future superstars. What it is, what you doing? So how much meth was consumed? None, dude. Zero. Zero, dude. That is drug free, rabid power. How many favorites over minus 400? Let me ask you something. What are you doing with yourself for this card? Like, what are you going to do about Hebus Araujo? Like, how, like, was that tough for you? Were you like panic dabbing, like trying to figure out what the fuck you're going to do with this? You know? Unity! Now, darkness, the tables have turned. I love you, man. Thank you. What's up, dude? Fuck you doing? You terrorizing the roadways? You Mad Maxing through the country? Or you giving the motorist squares a break, man? What are you doing? I know, man. Ricci is definitely one of the finest chicks in the fucking UFC. That's not a hot take, but dude, she's nice. Everything you like in a woman. Fit, pretty, titty, booty, legs. She's nice. But she shags like a minx. So, Mecca motherfuckers. Mecca 10, dude. There have been 10 seasons of Mecca. That's a lot of lore. That's a lot of legendary performances. I'm happy to say I've been a part of a good bit of them. I'd say I've played in more Meccas than I've only missed 2 seasons. I think. Yes, I think. Pretty sure. Played in season 1, played in season 2. Can't remember if I played in season 3 or not. I know I played in season 4. Definitely played in season 5. I got bounced early. Played in season 6, season 7. I think I missed 8 and 9. But here we go, dude. Bounty Hunter's back. Hungry for action, hungry for blood. Hell, I'm just plain old hungry. Very tough with who to pay. Yeah, I know. Terrorizing the Mecca. So are you? You're not in the Mecca, are you? You're watching this one, right? I just want to make sure, man, because shit changes like day to day, and sometimes, dude, I still need to. I haven't watched the rest, like the. I guess it would be. I caught the very like end of Arc stream, but I missed several fucking hours. So, how many mechas can one? I'm telling you, dude. I don't know about that, but I mean, you've certainly been a part of some mechas. This speaking of dudes have been part of mechas. What up, boy? What are you doing? She's smoking on, dude. What y'all smoking on? I got some fucking. It's a little blend of grape pearls and layer cake, and it's good. Cheers, boys. It's a pregame, man. Smoke something. Crack you open a cool one. Kick back. So who's feeling tough, dude? Who's feeling fucking tough about their picks? I feel good about some, man. There's definitely some picks that I feel better about than others. We'll talk about the weigh-ins here in just a second. Not even 15 minutes into it, man. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped for these stare downs, dude. I want to see what these dudes look like next to each other. Saw it a little bit at the press conference, but we get a much better look now. I love these ceremonial weigh-ins, dude. Get a much better idea of what they'll look like standing next to each other when the fight starts. That's the one drawback of doing the stare downs for official weigh-ins. It's like, that's not really how they're gonna look. Like, there's some dudes that are gonna look way better, but that's another thing. Like, get to see who's rehydrating better. So, Ark is right what he said. I do like the weigh-ins, but as I always say, for me, it's more of I'm definitely interested in the stare downs, but for me, it's more just like build up and hype and excitement for the fights because I'm pumped about the fights as it is. I just am naturally just interested in the weigh-ins. I want to see how everyone's looking, but I've already made my picks and I definitely haven't switched any picks. There's some that I feel better about. I can't really say that the weigh-ins made me feel worse about any of my picks. But yeah, there's a couple of fights that I definitely feel better about. But as I always say, dude, I always fucking tell you guys, word to the wise motherfuckers. If I was you, don't fucking do it. The better fighter will win. Even if a dude misses weight, if he's a better fighter, most of the time he's gonna win. But it just is what it is. So I do enjoy the weigh-ins, man. I really like doing these weigh-in streams, but it's kind of just like, yeah, just entertainment and hyping the shit up. But the stare downs, yeah, that there's a little something there. There's a little something where it's like, okay, how are these dudes sizing up with each other? Sometimes those fucking stats, dude, the stats that they put out for the tail of the tape are so fucking inconsistent. They just cannot get on the same page. Tapology will say one thing, Google will say another. The UFC fucking the UFC website, UFC.com will use another. ESPN will have another. It's like, you motherfuckers cannot get on the same page with how tall these dudes are, what their reach is. I mean, obviously the weight's pretty self-explanatory, but still, dude, it's so fucking weird and kind of fucking sad and a little funny that they cannot just like, some of them are just blatant lies. Like, there's no way that dude is that tall. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see here shortly. They've had a few hours, got some grub up in them, some water, electrolytes, maybe IVs. Use IVs. No, but seriously, I'm stoked for it. We'll talk about the weigh-ins, the official weigh-ins, that is. Talk about the Mecca for sure. And let's talk about the fights. General in the building. What's up, dude? Yeah, a couple ex-champions, dude. General, ZJ with the strength. Grown man strength. Cardone says he wants to fight you. Y'all, man, if y'all want to fight, dude, y'all better take it out in the front yard. You can find in my house. You have to worry about me, dude. Lay TC beat your ass. You break something here. But man, what was I gonna say? Let's talk about the weigh-ins. Let's talk about the fucking weigh-ins. But yeah, man, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Mecca, subscribe to Mr. Arkansas. If you're not subscribed to this channel, do it. Notifications. Yeah, dude. Yo, why not? I mean, usually the fights happen like towards the end of the party. Like, this shit hadn't even started yet. Y'all on site like y'all fucking 19. All right, man. So there is the results as they transpired in the order that the weigh-ins happened. The three asterisks. I don't know what the plural of that is, but the ones with the asterisks next to them, they missed weight. There were two fucking bozos that missed weight. Neither are really excusable. Missing weight's not really excusable, but one is a little worse than the other. One is just straight up preposterous. Psh. Psh. Unreal. Mana Martinez looked like shit. He looked really bad. Like, Jeff Neal looked dejected and stupid. And Martinez looked stupid too, but like, Jeff Neal missed weight by 5 pounds, dude. I know he's had weight issues in the past. I know he's always got some fucking health issues or something, man. Jeff Neal is a sickly man. He's always got something like congenital heart failure, fucking sepsis, fucking diverticulitis. I'm just kidding about that. Like fucking Steph Nicot, dude, I used to work with a dude like that. He would always have something going on. I'm like, where the fuck were you yesterday? He's like, just, dude. I don't know what it is with Jeff Neal, but it is fitting. Both of these two missing weight is very fitting. So you got Jeff Neal that misses weight by 5 fucking pounds. Mana Martinez misses weight by 1 pound. But Mana Martinez looked like he had been like at least trying to cut down to it. You miss weight by 5 pounds, like I don't even know what to fucking say. You can only speculate, right? But it's like, what? How the fuck did you miss by 5 pounds? Either something happened, like where you had a really bad weight cut and you could no, because that's what happens a lot of times. I feel like something will happen, like they'll fall ill or something, and they'll end up not being able to continue to cut weight properly, and then the fight just gets called off. But the fight's still on. The motherfucker missed weight by 5 pounds, the fight's still on. But y'all know, as we've seen, dude, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I would not be super duper shocked if there is a late cancellation on the Jeff Neal Shavkat fight. That just 5 pounds, dude, that just looks like you either know that you're going to lose and you're trying to like keep as much weight on you as possible, or you're trying to get the motherfucker canceled. Like you're hoping they cancel the fight. I'm just trying to imagine another scenario. You know what I mean? Like what the hell is even that? Like what the fuck, dude? That's just really weird. And Mana Martinez, like, yeah, he looked like shit. He looked like shit. He knew he was gonna miss weight. He was up there like quivering, like trying to flex. Like he had actually been like cutting up until the moment. Like he knew he'd been cutting. It just wasn't coming off. The dude had a bad, like, what else can you say? Mana Martinez had a bad weight cut. He at least tried to make I'll at least give him a little credit for that, but still, it's like, it's not the first time he's missed weight, and it's still just a fucking clown show. It's like, those two, how fitting, how poetic that the two fucking weirdo head cases, can't get right, just join forces there. It's too funny. Jeff Neal is a fucking clown for that shit, though. Sup, Jesus? Serial game? Serial gun for that? That's a great one, baby. It's great for that. Did Chrome? Oh my fucking God. Dude, you need to write a book. Your obsession with Krause is unlike anything I've ever seen. He has prime real estate in your head, and you need to turn into something positive and write a book about him. What the fuck? What the fuck is that noise, dude? I don't know. Yeah, so those two fucking clowns miss weight. This is who I thought looked good. There were a lot of fighters that looked really fucking fit and ready to go. And I think it's going to make for some really good fights. There weren't too many that looked bad. Some of the ones that look bad, people are going to be, oh, you're crazy. He didn't look that bad. Like, no one looked terrible other than like Mana and a couple other dudes. Neal didn't even really look that bad physically. Just a bad look, period. Just him missing by 5 pounds and just came up like he obviously knew, the motherfucker obviously knew he missed weight, man. Like you aren't off by 5 pounds and don't know about it. Like, whoa, this is crazy. How did this happen? How did I miss weight by 5? Like, dude, you know. So that's what makes me think, like, dude, I'm not gonna be shocked if they cancel this motherfucker at the 11th hour, dude. Don't fucking say it and tell you so. I'm not telling you that's gonna happen, but if it does, don't say I didn't warn you. Shout out to the 10 people in the building. Great success for the stream. Oh my God, you can't stop, dude. You cannot stop the fucking 6 degrees of James Krause. You're out of control. I'm telling you. I know, dude. I'm a fucking square. I know you know all about it, dude. I'm telling you, I think you were in the 1% club, and you're like, you are about to. I think you've been writing this book all along. You're about to fucking. You've been dropping these little nuggets. Unreal. To be a prick. John knows how to fucking pronounce his name. John does that shit all the time, man. John is a troll for real. He is, dude. John is a fucking that dude is a fucking sociopath, but he is a fucking crazy troll. Fucking picked it. It's like, John, you fucking. I know he was a dude on an athletic scholarship, but it's John. You're formally educated, okay? You know goddamn well shit ain't called no fucking pictograms. He's just doing that shit on purpose. He's a troll, man. He's something else, dude. Johnny Bones Jones. Okay, I gotta eat some crow, man. I said, and I stood by it for a long time because I didn't think it was gonna happen, that John would be returning. I thought the dude was gonna stay retired. I was wrong. I'll eat the crow on that. I was wrong. I'm happy to see the dude back. I never thought I would say that, but having John Jones around is good for the sport because it gets people interested. You either have the John Jones penis gobblers, which is fine, dude. There's going to be crazy, like a fighter like John that's just been so dominant for years. You're going to have a ridiculous, like, toxic fan base. So they will be there regardless. And they're back in, they came out of the fucking woodwork, Bobo. For real. But then you have the people that cannot stand him, that hate John's guts. I was one of those people for a while too. Like, I've kind of like, he hasn't been around, so it's really been easy for me to just kind of forget about John and to like fade this like return talk. I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. But I was wrong, man. He came back. It took him 3 fucking years, which is interesting. That's a big narrative around this fight. It's like, what's the reason for the 3-year absence? I don't take it at face value, like what he says, but I don't like. I think he's been getting ready seriously since around the time he started talking about Stipe. Like, if I had to guess, like, gun to my head, how long has John actually been taking this absent? Like, how long has he been taking training seriously in this hiatus? Maybe like a year or less. Like, maybe not a full year, but I'd say longer than 6 months. Like, I think he's kind of knowing that he's like, okay, eventually I'm gonna get back to this. I'm still putting the weight on. The first year or two, no, he was fucking. I think he was genuinely retired. I think he was getting fucked up and go out there and shooting guns and wilding the fuck out and fucking putting hands on his wife. And I mean, we all kind of saw some of the lowlights of that. But I don't know. I don't think it's just been like a month or so. Like, I think he's been getting ready a little bit longer than that. So this is an interesting fight. A lot of narratives, a lot of X factors, a lot of is Gone hurt? Is Jones hurt? Why was he out for so long? Why is Gone saying all this weird shit? Like, it's just a lot of question marks, dude. A lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of what have yous. A lot of strands, man. A lot of strands in old 2 cents head. Yeah. You can Lobby, you can talk. You're at a safe place now. You're at a gathering with friends. We're all just hanging out. If you want to continue to talk about Kraus with somebody in the corner, you can do that. But I'm gonna continue to circulate. I'm gonna continue to mingle. So yeah, cool. Kraus, awesome. So anyways, this is who I thought looked good at the weigh-ins. This is who I thought was looking wicked fucking sharp. And I have that as good, but it should be sharp. Because I think that sounds a little cooler. All right. Looking sharp. It's a little bit more colorful. of a word. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more descriptive of an adjective. Looking sharp. Grasso and Valentina. I mean, this is the order that they weighed in as well. So Grasso and Valentina came up there right away, looking fit, looking ready to go. Both of them looked like they had good weight cuts. Professional. Same with Hebus and Viviani. Both of them looked ready to go. There were some fighters that was like, you didn't look terrible, but I couldn't really say you looked awesome either. So I kind of, if I get that feeling, and again, this is not who's going to win or lose. This is just for entertainment. It's just kind of like build up, like, oh, this person looks like they might be ready, might not be. Again, the better fighter will win. But yeah, Ricci looked good, like real good. I would have to say Dricus, like his face never looks really crazy sunken in. He's always shredded. He always just looks like the most fit dude up there on the scales. So I'd have to say, yeah, he looked the best out of everyone. Cameron Simon looked ready to go, as did Trevin Jones, Loic, Marc-Andre Belleau for that. Shavkat looking more and more like Shavkat Lockmanov. I don't like to use that word, but Lord have mercy. Pray for Jeff Neal. Cody Garbrandt looked pretty good too. Derek Brunson did his lat pose, his Crash Bandicoot stance, looking pretty good. Bo Nickel looked ready to fucking go. Talking about praying for somebody, dude. Pray for Jamie Pickett. Serial Gain looked like a fit and ready to go, ready to fight. Ian Gary, John Jones. Jones looked good, man. Looked good at heavyweight. Everyone can make their jokes, Mr. Jokey Joke Makers, but he really didn't look that bad. Got like a 2-pack, semi 4-pack, 4-pack on a good day. But yeah, I don't think he looked that bad. He looked like he had put on that weight, and he looked like he put on fucking 40, 50 pounds, but we about to see how they're going to size up, dude. I'm pumped for these fucking stare downs, man. Take place in just a little bit less than an hour. Fucking ready, dude. Shout out to the 8 people in the building, man. Got a good little gather, man. There's 10 people in here at one point. That's what's up. Always makes me happy. This pleases me. Now, that's who looked good. This is who did not look good, in my opinion. Looking a little. Ooh. The energy was there for Marquez, but he looked like he just gotten released from like being held captive. Like, I'm not gonna say he was like a prisoner of war in he wasn't in like a POW camp for years, but he looked like he had been taken to like a CIA black site and was like kept in poor conditions for a couple of weeks, and they just like let him out, and he just looked like all hysterical and happy to be just like released free. Like, he looked crazy, dude. He looked like sunken in. He looked like wild, and just, I don't know, dude. He didn't look good to me. I'm not gonna say he's like that means he's gonna lose or win. That's what I thought. I didn't think Pickett looked sunken in. Like, he's a pretty big dude and he cuts a lot of weight. It's not gonna fucking matter, dude. He's gonna get fucking destroyed. But yeah, I thought he looked a little sunken in. Song, same. Like, they're all gonna look shredded. They're athletes. They're athletes. Why do they call it athlete's foot? My father gets it all the time. And believe me, he's no athlete. But yeah, they're in shape. They're cutting a lot of fucking weight. They're down to like 0% body fat, like 0.5% body fat when they get on the scale. But yeah, it's the face, man. He looked like shit in the face. Pavlovich looked like a fucking tub, man. I mean, I know it's John and Gon both made weight, so His services will not be required, and he made his show. He made his show money, but your boy was looking a little doughy. I didn't think he looked that great, but it doesn't matter. This again is just for entertainment. I thought Basharat looked a little sunken in. I didn't know who it was. He got up there and I was like, who is that? He doesn't look that great. And I was like, oh shit, that's fucking Farid Basharat. Not gonna say it means he's gonna lose, but he just didn't look all that great to me. Black Shears, same way, shredded, but like looked a little weird in the face. It was between Neil and Mana for worse looking. That's not really a surprise, but for me, just physically, Mana looked not only like he had a rough weight cut, but he looked the most dejected. Like he was like really bummed out that he missed weight. I'm telling you, dude, I don't think that's a good sign for someone that already has like questionable like mental sharpness. He's a dude that can get in his own head and it needs constant like encouragement and validation and like rah rah sis boom ba, you can do it, Mana. That kind of shit. I think it's not good for a head case, dude. Just saying. Just fucking saying, dude. So yeah. Clowna boy, Jeff Clown, they miss weight. Unreal. So that was the weigh-ins. I'm going to continue to let the banner tick across the bottom, the ticker. Let it tick. Let's talk some fucking Mecca boys. Shout out to the Rabid Dog. Subscribe to Mr. Arkansas if you haven't already. Let's get a little hype about this fucking new season, dude. Ark's been hyping the shit out of it, dude. He's been streaming a lot recently. He's been kind of on a roll, dude. These have been some fucking really, like, not only is he streaming more frequently, but the quality of the streams has been really fucking good, dude. Some new characters around. Shout out to my dude Aaron the dog. He's definitely a new favorite around there. I love to see it. Tune into Aaron the dog every Wednesday, man. You can find your boy there telling terrible jokes, talking about the fights. It's a real good time. And he streams, I say he streams just about every day or every other day. And he covers just about every single major MMA organization and the fights that week. So check him out. The Aaron the dog, the aforementioned Aaron the dog, is a teammate of mine. Boys, this Mecca, this season 10 of Mecca, as you may or may not know, is a slightly different format. Not in the scoring necessarily, but just in the way it's set up. Every season's been a little bit different. Every season has its own kind of identity that sets it apart. And I like this one. Find here we go. I like the setup for this season, man. It's not the computer, man. I'm using my wife's computer, which is way better and faster. That's the reason for the delay too. I apologize for that. My computer was being really fucking slow. Like it said it was updated, and I'm like defragging it, and it's taking fucking forever to defrag. And then sure enough, I check it needs an update. I'm like, this is not gonna be ready in time. So the wife was kind enough to let me use her laptop, and it kicks the living dog shit out of mine. So thank you to Lady TC. It's just like it's fucking lightning speed compared to mine. So yeah, man, Mecha 10. Subscribe to the Rabid Dog. The dude just did a 15 fucking hour stream. Y'all couldn't do that in your wildest fucking dreams, dude. Your boy, old TC, can run his fucking mouth for hours and hours. But Art can do that shit for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And you're like, dude, you will, like today, fall asleep, wake up, the dude's still streaming. I've never seen anything like it. You can't, he is still like stands alone at the top of that mountain. He's brought to us another fucking Mecca. It's Team USA versus the rest. I am super proud and very happy to be representing these United States. Team USA, Bobo. Red-blooded American heroes and warriors. Mo, House of Mo, UFC Bro Picks, Labyrinth Ear, Cage My Jabroni IQ, Bab, Zach Johnson, Aaron the Dog, me, goddamn me. Team USA, baby. Proud to be a part of it. It's Team USA versus the others. These dirty, dirty tourists. Nothing but tourists. See what we got here. Yep. We got ISIS, cartel tourist, IRA tourist, or Scottish heroin addict criminal tourist, Australian criminal tourist, Mussolini fascist tourist, another Mussolini fascist tourist, IRA tourist, Russian communist dictatorship tourist. There's a little saying in Tennessee. Well, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee. Fool me once. Shame on you. You fool me. We can't get fooled again. We will not be fooled by these tourists and these foreigners. Dude, the one and only. Telling you, dude. It's crazy that's happened to me more than twice. That 55-hour marathon, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it'll never be beat. Never. Ever. Only by him. I mean, if Art could probably do it, but anybody else can do that shit. Anybody else built like that. 12 hours, dude, I am maxed out at 12 hours. Max. That shit he did, I have tried. 12 hours is as long as I can go without completely just like, and just like drooling and shit. I can't do it. And I have to have like coffee, breaks. He can just fucking crank through it, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man, righteous heroes of truth and justice in America and just dirty foreign tourists. It's gonna be a good season. I'm just joking around, YouTube. I don't really think they're terrorists. I'm very cool with, most of them. But yeah, man, this is gonna be a fucking awesome season. Shout out to the late additions. Even fucking Bigfoot. I'm not going to spend too much time of this stream talking about Bigfoot. But and I don't know if he's going to watch this back or not, but Bigfoot, you need help, bro. You must seek Buddha. You must seek Christ. You need to see somebody. You need to bathe and you need to see somebody. I know there's tourists invading everywhere. Tourists invading my channel. Tourist of truth and Musk. Musking up. You need to confiscate that bottle of Musk. Could have tourist particles in it. Anthrax Musk bottle of tourism. Yeah, dude. Yep. Big Moys. Team Tourist. You ready, Moys? How you feeling? You feeling rusty? You feeling ready? I'm feeling a little rusty, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling, dude. It took me a little while to fucking knock the rust off this fucking Beskar armor, get fucking ready to go. But I'm ready now, man. I'm fucking ready. I was feeling a little rusty making the picks and shit, but after today, after the weigh-ins, I didn't change any of them, but I feel pretty good about a couple of them now, man. Oh shit. So let's talk about these fights, dude. And I'm glad there's a couple Mecca people in here because I got some questions I want to ask the chat. Some little like mini, not technically polls, but I do kind of want to poll the chat a little bit. So let me contradict exactly what I just said. His brain needs water and fucking oxygen, exercise, and he needs to talk to somebody. Yeehaw, Bo. Ride him, cowboy. I am too, dude. I am really fucking excited to be back in the Mecca. It's been too long. I'll just say that. It's been too fucking long. Your boy's ready to kill. The rest has been shaken off. I shout out to my dude Aaron the dog on Wednesday. I was feeling pretty confident about a lot of my picks, and then there was some that I was just waffling on so fucking badly. I mean, that was my avatar, dude. I had some fucking Lego my egos as my avatar because I really was, dude. I could not make up my fucking mind on some of them. But then like as we're streaming, I was really confident about some um but then in the back of my head, I'm like, God, please don't be wrong about this. Cause like that's what I do, man. I'm a fucking loudmouth. And it's sometimes the fights that I'm like so confident in and I run my mouth about the most. Those are the ones I end up getting wrong. And it's just like, it's gonna be so fucking costly if it happens this week. But it is what it is, man. It's just I'm gonna live or die by these picks. And I feel pretty good about them though. I feel this is like right now, I feel better about them than I have all week. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. My wife is playing video games out there, and one of her like Xbox like achievements just popped up on the screen. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, something achieved. Hilarious. Speaking of Crash Bandicoot, dude, she loves Crash Bandicoot. So yeah, dude, Derek Brunson has gotten pretty funny, man. He's definitely leaned into some of his like awkwardness and like he's a good sport about it, man. I like Derek Brunson. I don't know him at all, but he seems like a good dude as a person, you know. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about these fights, dude. There's some of these fights that I already know are going to divide the Mecca, but there's some that I want to ask you guys about. Like, do y'all think they're going to be split, or is it going to be more one sided? So we're just going to kind of go through them real quick. About 40 minutes out from the stare downs. I think we can get through most of these. Like I said, I talked about and I gave my picks Wednesday on Aaron's show. I have made all my picks, all my methods are locked in. I'm just gonna give you my picks. I'll give you who I'm picking. I'll keep the methods to myself on some of them. Some of them are just, you know, I'll be perfectly open and honest about. But Timote, what's up, Timmy? I saw you in Arc stream the other night or last night. What's going on, man? You ready for these fights? You pumped, dude? I'm about to go through these. You're just in time. About to go through all these fights one by one. Some of them I already know they're not going to be dividers at all. Everyone's going to be like, it's like, it breaks down like this. If I think it's 80% or more on one fighter, it's not a divider. Really, even 70-30. But 60-40 or 50-50, I mean, obviously. And I don't know for certain. I don't know what everyone is picking, but I know who some people are picking. There's some people that have been pretty open about their picks. And obviously some people that play very close to the vest. But I can at least, like, for entertainment's sake, kind of speculate and extrapolate out what I can. So here we go. The first one, I really think this is going to be, I could be wrong about this. I could be actually make this a question. I'm curious now because earlier in the week, I thought for certain that this was going to kind of be split down the middle. But the more I've heard people talk about it, like the last couple of days, like some people that have been are in the Mecca too. I'm thinking it might not be. So let me ask this as a question. Do y'all think that Rajabov, and Ribovic will be a divider? I'm picking Rajabov, but I haven't heard one person say that they're on Ribovic. I don't think. So I'm thinking maybe this isn't. I think this might be like 70. There might be like a few people that pick Ribovic, right? But I think it'll kind of be like 70-30 at worst. Maybe not. Maybe it could be like 60-40. But it sounds like most people are on the Rajabov fight. Could be wrong about that. What do y'all think? Everyone give me their picks so I can calculate it. No, I'm just playing. But if you feel comfortable talking about it, if not, go fuck yourself. But what do y'all think, man? Y'all think is this going to be split, or is it like, am I tripping? Y'all tell me while I continue to smoke. Do y'all want to smoke some of this shit? It's grape pearls and layer cake ground up together. It's pretty fucking good. I'm definitely getting stoned off of it. Y'all are more than welcome to partake. Crack a fucking cold one open, dude. Just pre-gaming here. If you're just joining me, talking about these fights, I think, but like the more I think about it, it's like probably gonna be like 70-30 Rajabov from what it sounds like. Could be wrong about that though. Are you trying to hit Basharat, Gary, Valentina, Nichols, Shavkat parlay at plus money? Hmm. I tell you what, I'm not making any tracked bets this week. I might make a couple live bets and I might throw some shit together late, but as of right now, I'm just concentrating on the Mecca. It's the first week of the Mecca. If shit goes south and I get bounced, I'll get back to the gambling next week. But and I'll probably throw a couple little like late plays in, but nothing that I'm tracking. I haven't put enough thought into it, and I've really just been thinking about my picks. So we'll see if that ends up being a good thing or not. But not sure, but I'll take Reba. Okay, so ears on Ribovic. Timothy likes Ribovic. Yeah, I can see that. I don't think Ribovic is going to win a decision, but I do think he could get the knockout because it's short notice for Loic, and he's not the best defensively. The reason I'm picking him though is I think that even if he does get hurt, and there's quite a few fighters I'm going to say this about, and that I've said this, like I said Wednesday, um, on Aaron's thing, but uh, I do think that even if he gets hurt, he'll just hit a takedown. He's a grinder. Like, he's pretty fucking relentless with the grappling, and he'll push through it when he's tired. So I'm not that worried about somebody like that as opposed to like a death gasser that's like once he gasses, he's useless and just like fall. He's just a sitting fucking duck. Loic will continue to push through it. He'll continue to like throw shots, but he can get sloppy on the feet. And if he isn't relentless with the grappling and lets Ribovic stand at range with him, he could be in trouble. He does crack though, man. And it's not like I've heard some people say that Loic has shitty striking. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think it's like he's great, but I think it's serviceable enough and he hits hard enough that he can keep Ribovic honest. And I think that's what's going to get it done. I think he mixes it together well and will kind of just grind one out. And because that one, I said this Wednesday, and that's the Ruse fight. Ribovic did not show good takedown defense, and he kept pulling that fucking Kimura. I don't think that's going to work against Loic. I think if he keeps going for the Kimura, it's going to end up like Alves, and he'll just end up like rolling through it, getting up and going around to the back, and like either doing that or like going back in on a single leg and just pulling back down. I see Loic just kind of this might be a boring ass fight to start out. Like it could get interesting on the feet, but I think if it gets hairy, it's going to be like a boring fucking grapple fest. A growing rapper fest. But nah, dude. I'm gonna say that. I agree with you, Zach Johnson. Shout out to the 10 people in the building. I agree with that as well. I was kind of worried about that. I was like, man, is he going to come in looking like Dookie? But he looked all right, dude. I was on Loic decision. I'm changing. Oh, shit. Great. Yes, correct. You're right about that. I stand corrected. What up, Real News? I've been doing some waffling on this one. Well, welcome to the club, Bo Jock. Ribovic is listed as orthodox on UFC stats, but from what I've seen, he likes southpaw stance. He's a damn southpaw. Lefty. I'm a lefty, but I fight orthodox. Dude, I have nothing from southpaw. Like I used to, when I sparred in karate, I used to do that. I used to like try to, I'm in southpaw now. It's like, oh wait, I don't know what to do here. I just like, oh, okay, let me fucking do some bullshit and just switch back and find a way to just switch back into orthodox. Like, oh God, but yeah, fucking okay. So he's southpaw. I'm telling you, man, they are so inconsistent with those fucking stats. They can't get the stance right. Some of them will be like switch stance fighters, and they'd be like, no, he's a southpaw. Like, what? Like, I see him in orthodox all the time. And then they can't get the height right. They can't get the fucking reach right for shit. Man, I'll tell you what. This has been kind of a theme and a narrative this week. And I have to agree. It's kind of getting cliche at this point, but it will be one of the worst falls from grace. I can't really think of a worse one, man. Where it's like you were champion and looked so good in the title fight. Dude, Trevin Jones is a jobber, dude. He is. You can maybe say he's more towards the high end of jobberdom, but he is a jabroni. And if he loses this fight, he will be 14-10. That's a fucking jabroni. And it is to all kinds of levels of competition. This is a winnable fight for Cody. This is Cody's fight to lose. He could absolutely lose it. He could absolutely lose this fight, dude. I am picking Cody. This has been one of the hardest ones to not waffle on. It's not about the waffling. Because sometimes you waffle and then you're like, oh God, I mean, I feel like you almost can't waffle back. And sometimes you need to. Sometimes you didn't need to waffle in the first place. Sometimes you do need to flip your pick. That's the crazy thing about it is like waffling can end up being bad for you or it can end up being good. Like there's times that I've switched my pick and ended up being right. I'm like, thank the fuck Christ I switched that. But then sometimes, dude, and it's the worst, there's nothing worse than switching a pick and getting it wrong. That is the one that's like, so that's why I feel like, oh, dude, if I switch this pick, I'm just going to fucking stick with it. Like there was a reason I switched it. I don't know, but that's the toughest one, man. That's the toughest one. Because I was on Trevin Jones. When I first saw it, it's like, oh, Cody's gonna get knocked out again. But the more I thought about it, it's like, man, Jones is so low volume. Font kind of has a reputation for being pillow fisted. So I don't know if it's like completely indicative, like, oh, he survived with Font, he's gonna survive against Jones. I just don't like. I don't think Jones is fucking good enough. He does crack, man. He does hit hard. And that's like Cody's weakness is getting punched hard, but he sucks, dude. He's very low volume and he can kind of be sloppy. Like he's only knocked 2 or 3 people out in his whole fucking professional life. It was Timur Valiev, Mario Batista, and one other fucking jobber. Those are his only knockouts. I can see him hurting Cody, but Cody is the way more skilled fighter. The fighters he's losing to would all fucking destroy Trevin Jones very badly. I think Cody wins this, but picking him is a fucking, you want to talk about sweaty or like sweaty fucking balls, sweaty gooch. Fucking dude, you pick Cody, there are gonna be some hairy, sweaty grundles, dude. I'm serious. Like this is gonna be such a fucking sweat sticking with Garbrandt. I'm gonna do it though. I waffled on Jones, but I'm not gonna waffle back. Ambidextrous, boxing, snowboard, both stances. So yeah, I'm left-handed, but yeah, so it works okay from like karate is all you start so much from just like orthodox on all the line drills. So that just but I am left-handed, like I right left-handed. I throw baseball, football. Every kind of like ball sport is like left-hand dominant, but I do golf right. I golf righty, and I played football growing up, and I'm right leg dominant, but I have a good right cross. So it's weird. I'm a little ambidextrous. I'm kind of ambidextrous. I guess he's somewhat a switch fighter. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I feel like that happens a lot. Like there'll be a switch stance fighter, but they'll be like, nah, I'll just call him one or the other. It's like, okay. Maybe they're a fucking switch stance fighter. Biggest mecha divider. Toughen. The more I think about it here, and it kind of seems obvious, I think it's going to be the main event, dude. It seems to be people really can't really seem to make up their minds. And then there's some people that are like super confident in Gane, super confident in Jones. I'm picking Jones, but this is a real true 50-50 to me. And there's only a couple reasons that I'm picking John. And a lot of it, you kind of just have to like hope and pray that the other kind of is there. But yeah, I'm picking John. But this one feels like it, dude. I mean, shout out to my dude Aaron. I know he's on Gone. I know some other people are too. I think Bro Picks is on Gone, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to the fucking coolest cop I know. Motherfucking Scorpion Picks. I'm pretty sure he's on Gone too. I'm gonna be so dude. You want to talk about wanting to fucking commit seppuku? If I pick John Jones and Gane wins, because I'm a Gane stan, dude. This is not easy for me to not waffle on this pick. I hate it. I hate that I think that Jones is going to win, but I just do. And if he doesn't, like if Gane head kicks him or something, I'm going to be happy for Gane. I'm going to be happy that the Jones era is like, you know, I'll be happy to see Jones lose finally. But I will be disgusted with myself. I'm not going to say that I've picked against John more times than I like to admit. There's plenty of times where it's been easy for me to pick him. Like I picked him against Smith. I picked him against Reyes. I picked DC the second time. I wasn't really doing like predictions for real back then, but I remember like thinking that DC would win. But man, I think he's just gonna find a way to get it done. To address the injuries, I don't know about John's. I don't think there's any real way to know that until we see the fight. That hand ain't right, dude. I'm not saying it's completely broken, but it's still not healed properly. That is not your hand is not that swollen if there's not some kind of inflammation. So to me, if there's any concern, it's that fucking right hand. Now it might be, dude, if Jones goes in there and looks all slow and fucked up and like, dude, with a hurt back, a bad back, let me tell you first fucking hand. Let me tell you fucking smartasses something firsthand. And anyone else that's had back problems, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Dude, my fucking back, the slip discs in my back turned me 40 overnight, dude. Like, it is some fucking debilitating shit. But John Jones is John Jones, dude. And he's a squirrely squirrel too. I don't think that he'd be taking the fight. I think if he was really fucked up to the point, like John is so egotistical, man. He is such a narcissist. I really don't think he would risk losing if he didn't think, you know what I mean? Like I would really think that if he was like his back was fucked up and he's like, he would find a way to pull out. And I don't think anybody would really be surprised. So I don't know. I'm less concerned about that than, man, I'm not saying like Gon can't win, but I do feel a little better about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's Gon's right hand is one of his strongest weapons on the feet. And if it is fucked up, is he gonna even throw it? And if he does throw it, I mean, dude, John has got a fucking cranium, dude. He's got a fucking virtual planetoid. And it's made out of dark matter. Like John's chin is goddamn near impossible to crack. So there ain't no telling that he won't re-injure his hand or re-break it trying to fucking knock John's head off. And I think with all that extra weight, dude, John's gonna be tough to put down, man. The dude is already fucking hard to hurt. You know, he's gonna be real hard to hurt at heavyweight, I think. I don't know, man. That's always been like one of John's strongest attributes to me is his durability. I just can't see it, man. Like maybe I'm just totally wrong, and like it's happened before, dude, where it's just like some crazy like Edwards head kicking Usman. Maybe we get something like that. It wouldn't totally shock me, but for some reason I just can't see it. What I do see is John being really fucking strong at heavyweight, taking Gon down, and man, the more I think about it, dude, like John could be really fucking vicious on top of Gon with that extra weight. That GMP, Lord of mercy. Great day could get vicious. Seriously, dude. It's the worst. It is the absolute worst. Well, I mean, there's that too, yeah. Oh, dude, and like finding a fucking mitt, a baseball mitt for someone that throws. Oh my dude, the drumming. Oh my god, I drum left, and that is one of the worst fucking things. That is honestly, for a left-handed person, that was the most pain in the ass of anything else that I did was drumming left-handed. Because you have, dude, if you're using anyone else's drum kit, which happens a lot, if you're a shitty fucking like local band and you like, you know, you're doing these fucking like these fucking basement shows, and like you just fucking end up like, I don't know, man. That was the biggest pain in the ass probably. Is because I do drum left-handed. I hit the hi-hat with the I cross over too. I don't play open faced. I hit the hi-hat with the left hand, the snare with the right, and I have the bass drum, and I fucking I use the open hi-hat with my right foot, and then the bass drum with my left. So yeah, that was a fucking nightmare. But yeah, man, I'm pretty ambidextrous, I reckon. You say Marquez and Power Bar, gone KO. I know. I was gonna say, dude, it might be 60-40 gone, that motherfucker. In the Mecca. For real. Left hand retarded. Oh, dude, if I throw right-handed, it looks like I have palsy. It's real bad. It looks like fucking Scotty Smalls trying to throw a baseball before Benny the Jet teaches him how to do it. And new easy money. I don't know about easy money, sir. I don't know about that. Well, I mean, I guess technically either one is and new. Technically either one. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically you're right. You're right. Because neither one. Yeah, I think if you're on the Jones side, dude, that is about the best price you've probably gotten for Jones in a long time. Again, I'm new to the betting thing, but I have to imagine that you haven't gotten that luscious of a price tag on Jones in quite some time. Dude, I think it's just going to make it's going to make the takedowns way easier for him. He's going to be slower on the feet. And I don't think that I don't like the idea of John standing and having a kickboxing match and trying to beat Gon in his own game. I don't like the idea of that. I think but dude, the idea of him getting a hold of Gon, I think he's going to take him down and fuck him up. So yeah. But boys, we are just about 15 minutes out from the stare downs. Just a little over an hour in. I got to piss. I'm going to do that. Come back. We'll keep talking about this shit. Keep talking about some of these fights. And then we'll catch the stare downs. So I'll be right back. Let's see. All right, intermission. Change this up. Been a lively little stream though, man. I had 10 people in here for a little bit. Let me get this song going. All right. All right. Need to make a banner real quick. So there is one more fight that I want to talk about real quick before we get to these stare downs. And one stare down that I'm really interested in particular. Wait, I actually think I already have made a banner for this. I think I already have one. Sure do. Sure do. Never mind. Okay, so I don't need to do that. Muscat bow. Definitely put deodorant on first, though. Now, if I want to talk about, I don't really think this is going to be a big divider. Although I know a couple people are on the side that I'm on, but I still think it's going to be like 70-30, which is why I don't think it'll be a divider. Turner Gamrot. I got Turner. I have been pretty vocal and adamant about him winning, but I will say, like, it's not going to stun me if Gamrot wins. He is the better grappler. But the reason I give Turner a chance in this fight is, said this Wednesday, other than what, like Stevens, Turner's the best striker he's fought. I even heard someone say this week that Turner isn't like a good striker. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know who isn't a good striker? Fucking Gamrot. If he's standing at range with Jalen Turner, he is getting knocked the fuck out. The dude gets dropped just about every other fucking fight by these fucking grapplers. He got dropped by Guram. He got dropped by Sarukian by that spinning back fist. And he got sat down by Beneil Dariush. The dude is very defensively irresponsible. I'm not going to say he's a glass jaw, but he does not have a super great chin. That's how he's losing these fucking fights. That's how he lost that fight with Guram. He got sat the fuck down. Like, these dudes aren't strikers. Guram's a fucking grappler. Arman Sarukian is a fucking grappler. Benny is a fucking grappler. Jalen Turner is the best striker he's fought. He's the biggest dude he's ever fought. And that's why I'm interested in this stare down too, man. I think, dude, Jalen, I think, is going to look fucking huge in there tomorrow night. The dude used to fight at welterweight. Gamrot used to fight at fucking featherweight. And so are some of the dudes he's fought. Jeremy Stevens is a tiny lightweight. Like, I don't know, man. I see the path for Gamrot, but it's crazy to me because some people talk about Gamrot like he is the uncrowned champion. Like, dude, the amount of dick sucking that I've seen from Mateusz Gamrot this week is just unconscionable. It's obscene. If I have to hear one more time about Gamrot's single leg series, I'm gonna fucking puke. Puke. That's a funny word. Can I use that? Like, he's some grappling god, but he can only submit dudes like Jeremy Stevens. Couldn't hold down Scott Holtzman, couldn't hold down Dariush. The dude has fucking Euro trash grappling. I'm sorry. People talk about that dude like he's the best grappler in the UFC. That is categorically not true. That dude ain't never gonna get like Islam Makhachev will fucking mollywop Gamrot, dude. He ain't even getting there. But even if he got that, dude, no way. You can't beat Beneil Dariush. You ain't touching Islam Makhachev. But people swear the way they talk about Gamrot, you would swear that he's like the best grappler they've ever seen. I said this Wednesday. I think the dude is a little bit fraudulent. And I think you're going to see his striking exposed very badly in this fight. I think Jalen Turner is going to knock him out. I don't know that he is. This is a risky pick in the Mecca because, like I said, I don't think this is going to be a divider. I think most people are going to be on Gamrot here. There's a few people that are on Turner, but I don't know, dude. That's a 7-inch reach advantage for a dude that's the better striker. I don't think Jalen's completely trash. Like everyone's like, oh, dude, he got taken down by Jamie Malarkey. Jamie Malarkey hit him with a blast double. Gamrot is like single legs and ankle picks. He reaches out really badly for some of these takedowns. If he does that against Turner, he's catching a fucking knee up the middle. Like, and he does that shit where he'll like fake the ankle pick. It's like, dude, if you do that against Turner, you're going to get fucking destroyed. I think Turner's going to clip him. And Turner, dude, when he hurts you, it's a shark smelling blood. He is going to be all over him, man. I like Turner here. Could be wrong. Could end up costing me, but I'm going to die on that hill, dude. I think Gamrot's fucking overrated. I think Turner's being like a little overlooked. I think everyone's like got this love affair with Gamrot, man. They're just so like lightweight is so toxic like that, dude. Where like people wanted to be the guy that was telling everyone about Gamrot right before he got to the UFC. He was going to be future champion. He was, and then all of a sudden, anyone he like loses to or like barely beats, they're going to be future champion just by association of how good they fought or close they fought with Gamrot. Dude, let me tell you something right now. Sorry, I'm going to pull something up real quick. I want to get these dates right. Shout out to the 8 people in the building. This was a little while ago, dude. This is all the way back in 2014. But Guram, like, dude, I'm sorry. I love me some Jesse Incamp. I love me some Karate Nerd. But the motherfucker lost to the Karate Nerd's brother. He lost to Oliver Incamp, who did not make it in the UFC. So all this, like, first or second degree of separation by Gamrot. Oh, he had a close fight with this guy, so that makes this guy this other uncrowned champ. Oh, he could be champion too. Like, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody that loses to Oliver Incamp gonna be nothing. And nobody that can't put a stamp on a fight with that dude gonna do jack shit either. Gamrot is fucking overrated. Even if he wins this fight, he's fucking overrated. I think Turner's being overlooked. He's the best striker that Gamrot's ever fought. I think he'll fucking chin check him. Let's fucking go. Hey, that's what you fucking think. Nope. Nope. The dude's chinny. He's not some fucking grappling guy, dude. It's Euro trash grappling. Jamie Malarkey isn't that bad of a grappler. He's a fucking black belt. He won the ADCC Europe. Euro trash. Euro trash. That's all he does is dive for ankles from 10 feet away. Dude, I think the reach of Turner and the speed and the striking is going to spell doom for Gamrot. I know some of y'all are guilty of this too, thinking that Gamrot is this uncrowned champion and that, ooh, if it was the right day, Gamrot could be champ. No. Stop hyping this fucking dude up. But we're 5 minutes out. So let me quickly go through some of the rest of these and let me ask y'all about some of these. Quick one. We'll do a speed round. Barrio Marquez. Is that going to be a mecha divider? Will most people be on Barrio? Or will some be on Marquez? Here's another one. Is this going to be a mecha divider? It feels like it's going to be. But are most people going to be on Dricus? I've seen a few people on Brunson. Will that be a mecha divider? I'm thinking that this one might be now. I'm thinking this one might be. Right? Cody and Trevin Jones. But yeah, these two in particular. Will Brunson and Duplessis be a divider? Will Barrio Cuban Missile Crisis be a divider? I don't think any other ones will be. Like I said, I think this is going to be the biggest one. I think this is going to be 60-40 one way or the other. This one is a mecha divider for sure. I know some people are going to be on Hebus. A lot of people have been on Arujo, though. That one might not be as close as I think. Marquez, Duplessis, Jones are my picks on Tapology for sure. Tempted by Brunson KO. I know what you mean. I wish this was prime Brunson. Yeah, I'll tell you what is. I don't know if this is the best reason for picking Dricus or for sticking with Dricus, but this makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, man. I don't know who started this. I don't know if this was a question that he was asked. I don't know if he volunteered this, but I don't know what it is, man. As soon as I start hearing that R word, I start to fade you a little bit. I'm sorry. I just think with a guy like Dricus that is pretty much in his prime, that seems really, I mean, he might even be a little delusional. If he cannot stop Brunson from taking him down and can't get back to his feet, he's going to fucking lose, period. And he might get stopped. But I just feel like you start hearing that R word. I'm talking about retirement. It's come up apparently with Brunson. As soon as you start hearing that from a fighter, they have one foot out the door. It means they've thought about it. It means it's in the back of their head. It means they are already like, there's more of my career behind me than is in front of me. And I feel like that just starts to like seep its way into their brain and then into their body. And they just don't like when the going get, and that dude, how many times have we seen that from Brunson? When the going gets tough, that dude don't want to keep going. Brunson is a really good nail or a really good hammer, but he is a really shitty nail. Like Brunson, that dude, I don't know, man. I like Derek Brunson a lot. Like, as I respect him a lot as a fighter and I like him as a person, but like, he's got some very like clear flaws. Like his durability is one of them. And also his like, I hate to say this, but I kind of question the guy's heart sometimes. Like it just doesn't, like I said, when it's the going gets tough, I just don't think he's going to be able to will himself out of it versus Dricus. I think he's just going to end up getting folded at some point in this fight. I think Drinkus is going to look like shit. Brunson's going to have moments of success. Maybe drop Drinkus, get on top of him. And I think Drinkus is he's just a little hungry right now, man. It's just like the young lion beats the old lion is kind of how I feel about this one. Like, I think Brunson definitely has a path to victory. It won't stun me at all to see Brunson get on top of Drinkus, smash him and choke him. Or just fucking Tico ground and pound. Brunson has pretty fucking heavy GMP, but I just can't see it. Can't see it. I respectfully disagree with that. Against who? Every time the going gets, I mean, like against guys like Holland, I don't know if I would really like consider that. I think he's got some quit in him. I don't think it's a hot take to say that Brunson has some quit in him. He definitely quit against Cannonier. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. Like, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Sorry. That's my fault. Yep. I agree. Looks for a way out. Yeah. Sorry, that's my beat. I misunderstood. Yeah, you're sorry. Yeah. I misunderstood you. So, yeah. Well, boys, the ceremonial weigh-ins have started. Let's head over there. Shout out to the 7 people still in the building. It's been a good stream, man. These going. Pull this shit up. Actually, fuck that shit. I'm gonna do this on my phone so I don't have to. Okay, pull this up. Oh shit! I forgot about Monk and Lou's happy hour, man. Shout out to the MMA engine. Shout out to Lou Betcha and everyone that's over there, Brady and all them. I fucking forgot about that. Sorry, this is not the time that I normally stream. Where are these fucking weigh-ins, man? Where is the fucking? Oh my god. MMA Junkie's got one up, but man, shouldn't even started yet. Okay, here we go. Waiting for UFC. At least I got it on. All right, we're ready to go. Definitely need to smoke some more weed. Later, dude. Yeah, he's on his way out. They are, man. Dude, they'll be like 10 minutes late sometimes. I can't really talk, but still. It's a little rude. It's a little discourteous. Oh, fuck. Yeah, shout out to MMA Engine and shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio as well. Very delighted to see Italian Nick, aka Boston Nick, aka Nicky Elbows, back in the Mecca. So I will probably be in the pub stream at some point during the fights. Obviously, afterwards, it's Mecca time. But yeah, shout out to the boys at Pub. I forgot, dude, I totally forgot to put my picks in for their contest last week, too. Fuck. I'll make sure to do that this week. It wouldn't have mattered. I would have gotten fucking whooped. Actually, last week I didn't do too bad, but I still don't think I would have won it. All right. Smoke a weed every day. Don't smoke a seed. No way. Some Snoop line. Snoop's foray into reggae was so funny, man. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it was just humorous. You don't change your picks based? No, sir, I don't. I do not. Yeah, in fact, I made a banner specifically for that to remind people, like, if I was y'all, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because, like, most of the time, even like, let's take Mana Martinez and Cameron Simon, for example. Mana Martinez could win. I think Cameron Simon's a better fighter. I think Mana Martinez is a fucking head case. And with him, it's a little bit different because he's someone that, like, needs everything to be, his whole world to be right around him in order to have success. Like, he needs to be in the right frame of mind and everything has to be perfect. Him missing weight like that, this guy's always jumping around, changing gyms. Like, I don't know, dude. You need encouragement to beat fucking Brandon Davis, and you still go out and lose the third round. Like, ooh, I don't know about all that, dude. I think fucking Simon's gonna knock his ass out, but we'll see. But for something like that with the weigh-ins, like, I don't think it's gonna affect it anyway. I think my point is I think Simon was gonna win anyway. But like with Jeff Neal, like, again, I thought these aren't really good examples because I thought Simon and Shavkat were gonna win anyway, but. Nah, most of the time, man, it doesn't matter if they miss weight or not. Like, if the fighter that misses weight is better, they're gonna fucking win. So I never change. I always make my picks or my bets well before the weigh-ins. But that's just me. Yeah, and like sometimes it can. And again, if there is something to take from the weigh-ins, in my opinion, the most substantive thing you can take from it is the stare downs, especially the ceremonial stare downs, because they've rehydrated some, so it's a little bit closer to what they're going to look like tomorrow night. So that's why I really like these ceremonials. You get to really, really size them up. I'm pumped, dude. I'm getting excited just thinking about this shit. They're doing the little promo now. How they kick this shit off. I wonder if it's going to be Joe Rogan with his fanny pack fucking toe up there screaming. We have Esteban Rivas. Oh my god. Fucking prime. Are you going to do like every sponsor you have like commercial for them? It all began 30 years ago with an idea. The fight has just begun, eh? That's what you say. Oh my god, yeah, I saw that one shit that just happened. It's like, what the fuck, dude? No, I would never pick a fight where that would happen at the like that's why I only do UFC picks. I don't know. I just for me to do Bellator picks, I would have to do so much tape study, and I just nope, 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 nope. With the UFC, it's a little bit. I'm way more familiar with these fighters, so there's a lot of questions that are going to be answered after this fight card. There's a lot of narratives, a lot of prospects. Like I think if Dricus beats Brunson impressively, I think he's like 2 fights away from a title. Beat Brunson, one more, and then you get your title eliminator. You win that fight, you get your title shot. That's what I think. If he beats Brunson, you give him like fuck. Sloth is booked against Delidze. I don't know. I have to ask Jack. If Jack can make a fucking aftermatch, I could fucking think about it a little better. But yeah. I feel like it'd be canceled. It wouldn't happen. Like, what kind of question is that? Like, I don't know. I don't like. Sure. Is that better, Scooby? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it would like it wouldn't happen. But what was I gonna say? God damn, they will not stop doing this promo shit, dude. All right, here we go. Oh my god. Here's the intro right now. If they cut away from this and do another fucking commercial, they just won't stop, dude. No, I think they'll probably go right into it now. Yeah, dude. UFC don't play that shit. Like they compared to other organizations, they run a pretty tight ship, which is not saying a lot, but it's true. Yeah, giving Jakar close the neck injury. Okay, here we go, boys. Here we fucking go. Oh my god, it is Toe. He is the stumpiest man alive. They're all taller than him. All the ring girls are taller than him, dude. It's so funny. Dana Blue, Hunter Campbell, the greaseball, and then honestly, it's Maynard and Shelby keeping this thing going. Like they're putting together some pretty good fights. Loic Radzayev! That is what is that, Joe? Rajabov, man. It's Rajabov. Ja, you pronounce that Rajabov, brother. Tajikistan, brother. Loic looking good, man. He looked good. No, that is not. Joe, you are fucking this up. Now correct yourself. Oh god, this is so awkward. Jesus Christ. I want to jump out of my skin. That was so cringy. Okay. Yeah, God, I want to jump out of my skin. Okay, so yeah, there's Ribovic. They both look good, man. They both look ready to go. Ribovic a little bit taller, Lloyd definitely thicker. Respectful handshake. Dude, he tried to say Rajabov's name like Happy Gilmore tried to spell Rizzuto. Those are Z's. Those are ours. Okay. Blackshear versus Basharat. Let me see. Oh, dude, he's very short. I agree. He's got to be 5'3" or lower. All right, so we got Basharat and Blackshear here. Yeah, Basharat looks much better now. Looks much healthier. I didn't think Blackshear looked all that great, though. To be honest with you, I had both of them looking kind of rough, but I don't really think it's going to matter. They're both like big. They're bantamweights, right? Yeah, they're both big bantamweights. Yeah, Damon's a big dude. He's a little bit better, or a little bit better, a little bit bigger. I get a little chippy, a little shit talk. I like it. Man, this is one. It's not going to stun me if Penne pulls the upset off here, and I'm going to be really pissed off. But I'm not picking the 40-year-old that's like just a jobber. Like she's fought the way better competition. She's actually beaten some pretty decent competition, but like she's 40 now, and she's not really that good, man. Yeah, dude, Tabitha is. Tabitha is one of the sexiest women in the UFC for sure. All right, here's Penne. I thought she would be smaller. She's not like she's definitely shorter, but like Penne is a tall chick. Like that wasn't as much of a size disparity as I thought it would be. All right, here we go, boys. Semen season. It's semen season, boys. Nah, man. All right, Simon up first. Yeah, Simon looks good, dude. Happy. Shouting out the crowd. All right, let's see how Mana looks. You missed weight. They're pretty much the same size, dude. All right. Respectful. And there they go. All right. Ian Gare, Song Kanan. Song up first. I thought Song looked a little sucked out, dude. He still looks weird in the face, man. I don't know what it is. I think he's going to get starched. I hate his name, Ian Machado Gary. Like what? Why? So fucking stupid. He has that hyphenated name, right? Where like he took his wife's last name and combined it with his own. He's a goof, but he's gonna fucking starch Song. Song hits hard, but man, he is pretty chinny, dude. Like, Max Griffin ain't that fucking powerful. Like, he does hit hard, but man, I don't know. I think Gary's a way cleaner striker. I think he's gonna fuck Song up on the earlier side of things. All right. I don't know. I'd asked this earlier, man. Is this a mecha divider? What do y'all think, boys? What you say, funny man? What you doing? Cracking jokes? Getting your pump up? Getting your fucking pump on? Lifting weights and shit? Nice, dude. He is a fucking goof, man. What do y'all think? Is this going to divide the mecha? Talking about goofs, man. That's Marquez, man. He is a fucking. He is such a dork, man. Marquez is a big dude. He's a little bit bigger than Barrio, but I think Barrio is a better fighter. I just think if you're not like a jobber, like I mean, Barrio is kind of a jobber, but I just don't think if you're Marquez, just never been very impressed with him. Like his best win is Phil Haas, and Phil Haas is a fucking jobber. So I don't know, man. All right, here we got Hebus. She's cute, man. She got a nice little booty, but she's a goofy fucking bitch. She's always cheesing. Like I don't like her, man. She just annoys me. Sure, she's a very nice person though. All right, here's Araujo, Vivi. I do like Araujo, but it kind of bothers me that everyone seems to be on her, dude. I do think this is going to divide the Becca. I know there's going to be some people on Hebus. I know there's a bunch of people on Araujo. I think this might be even like 60-40 Araujo, but it's going to be pretty close to 50-50. Could be wrong about that, but I don't know, man. I think that's going to be I think that could potentially affect things. Because I was thinking about this earlier this week, and I've talked about this a lot before in the past. They're like, here's the next one. I got Brunson Duplessis. Man, like these picks, like if you get a pick like Ian Gary wrong, it's not going to affect you too much. But if you get a 50-50 pick wrong where like 6 or 7 people are on the other side and you get that wrong, it's like you just put yourself behind about half the pack on that one pick. So those are the ones you definitely want to get right, the dividers. So we got Duplessis that just came up first. Brunson. I think this is going to be a mecha divider, man. I think there's going to be more than a couple people on Brunson. Could be wrong about that, though. All right, Crash Bandicoot. Duplessis gets right in his face. They're about the same size. Very intense stare down. They do dap up at the end. Intense but respectful. All right, we got Cody Jones, Trevin Jones, Cody Garbrandt. Trevin Jones up first. If Trevin Jones was a little better, I'd be more comfortable picking him, but he's just not, man. He might just wild out against Cody and just clip him, but I don't know, man. If he loses to Trevin Jones, though, man, he might be done. Because, like, Jones is a jobber. He's a fucking unranked jobber. Like, I don't think that's a good look, man. But I think he's going to win. I think Cody's going to gut it out. Very intense stare down. They do shake hands at the end, but it's intense. Very intense. They did not want to break eye contact. That's gonna Goo Day. It's gonna be a good fight. All right. This could be like the placement on this card is really weird. Like, I'm pretty sure this is on the main card. If Duplessis and Brunson isn't, and this one is, I'm sorry. I just don't like. I know Nickel is this godlike prospect of wrestling, but Jamie Pickett sucks. He's a fucking Jabronito, and Nickel is just going to smoke him. And I'm sorry, I get why they did that, but that is not main card worthy. I'm sorry, I don't care how like much potential Bo has. Beating guy, that's like some Molly McCann shit. That's like giving Molly McCann like the main card in London against a total jobber and having her just crush her. Like, I get why you do that, but then it's like, what? I don't get that. I say you should flip those. Have Nickel headline the prelims, but whatever. He better crush him. I'm gonna say that. Like, if you're gonna be on the main card like that and talk all the shit that Bo does, I mean, I think a lot of it is founded, but like, you better fucking smoke Jamie Pickett, dude. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, here we go, baby. Tarantula season, motherfuckers. Y'all about to see some shit. Dude, man, I can't wait to see this stare down. Gamrot taking this fight on short notice. Yeah, Gamrot looks pretty good. Man, they do not look like they're in the same weight class, dude. Intense but respectful. Most of these stare downs have been intense but respectful. Everyone's been professional so far, acting like they've been there before. I like to see that. There ain't nothing wrong with showing a little intensity and shit, but like have to like push your opponent and all that. That's corny. I just like you can keep it intense but respectful. Everyone's done that like intense stare down, but then they just give a nod like, all right, we're gonna do it, and they shake hands. Like, I like that. Shavkat Lockmanov and his fucking goofball clown ass fucking opponent Jeff Neal, the sickly man, the sickly fucking server at Texas Roadhouse or wherever the fuck he works. Yeah, Mana Martinez missed weight. You didn't announce that either. You said the weight class, but God, Shavkat looks so crazy with that fucking fox pelt. That fucking belt. That hat is so funny, dude. All right, now here comes the fucking promo for Valentina. I try to do everything all the time. I always try to do everything all the time in my fights. This is a fucking. There comes a time in a man's life where he just has to quote Beasting 25-8. There's levels. And there are. Dude. Alexa Grasso lost to Philly's hair. I gotta rest my case. No, in all seriousness, Valentina is gonna fucking mop the floor with this chick. Grasso has good boxing, and she has some decent submission grappling skills. That ain't gonna get you past Valentina. She's stronger. She's meaner. She's more highly skilled. The experience. She has like an unbreakable will and champion's mentality. It's what's she gonna do? Brother, what's she gonna do? She's going to keep it at kicking range. If Alexa Grasso tries to crash the distance, if she tries to make it boxing or crash the distance, Valentina will. I don't buy this. Oh, well, she struggled against the clinch takedowns against Tyler Santos. She's going to do it against Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso has been out-grappled so many fucking times. Valentina is the better grappler. She's going to grapple the living Christ out of her. She's going to get on top of her. She's going to move into full mount. Dude, I think either her passes into mount or her like positions on the ground are going to be nasty. Like I could absolutely see her getting the crucifix again. I think Valentina on top of Alexa Grasso is going to get ugly. She's just not on the same level, man. She's not going to pull a fucking standing Gilly against Valentina. It's not going to happen. They think they can beat me, but they cannot. No, they cannot. No, they cannot. And I'm sorry, I don't buy this fucking... I think this is a bullshit narrative. This is a really corny-ass narrative that I've seen a lot of people use, acting like, oh, it's like the fuck like Cinderella, like, the clock struck midnight. She's 35 now. Exactly when the clock strikes midnight, she turns into like a fucking toadstool or whatever, or turns back into Cinderella. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? You're reaching because you're getting tired of Valentina. You're getting tired of seeing Valentina's dominance. You're trying to get cute with Alexa Grasso. Grasso is going to get fucking whooped. I'll eat crow if I'm wrong. I'll be back Monday. I'll back here every Monday to answer for my retardation and fucking dumbass picks. But dude, Valentina is going to fucking destroy Grasso. Let's just all keep it real at the same time. Grasso is a cute little underdog. It's like, just so you can just stop. You know it's about to happen. And everyone that bets Alexa will be like, oh, well, I did hedge. I did have this hedge. There's going to be a bunch of gayness like that. Everyone that tried to get cute about Grasso is going to be like, well, luckily I did have this untracked hedge with Valentina. Watch what I tell you with that. For real. Everyone in every group chat would be like, luckily I hedged with Valentina. Fucking few emoji. Dude, I promise you that's going to happen. Oh, physically? No, I don't understand it. No. Thank you. It will not be a war, but thank you. Alexa, she don't look too bad either. But she's someone that, like, if you've seen Alexa without makeup. Now, I don't think, like, actually, dude, Valentina has got a nice little body, yada yada. When she puts makeup on and shit and gets gussied up, like, she's not bad looking, but yeah, she's I think she's overrated. I definitely think, like, physically, she's like just her like looks. But dude, inside the octagon, she is everything that is advertised. And honestly, dude, most of the people that hate on Valentina, I don't know, man. They're salty about some big bet they lost or something, man. I just don't get it. People love trying to fade her, dude. People love trying to be like, oh, well, she's getting a little older. I'm waiting for my opportunity. She's just right around the corner from being 35. It's just like, I'm sorry, that's fucking dumb. Picking Valentina just because she's like about to turn 35 is dumb as fuck. That's corny as fuck, and people are gonna try and act like that's not the reason they did it, and it's absolutely the fucking reason. Yep. You got it, bud. I agree with you, dude. I agree. Just feel like it leaves you feeling incomplete. Like it's like you just. Whereas if you get it wrong, it's like, hey, got it wrong. Where hedging's like, oh god, please, oh yeah, oh I got a little bit. It's like that like false sense of like relief or something. It's like, no, you're just throwing more money at it. I don't know. I agree with you though. But like I said, I don't know shit about gambling, man. I just started doing this. I haven't even done this for a full calendar year. Yeah, Jones. I think Jones is gonna get it done, dude. I think he's gonna. I actually think he could end up smashing Cyril, dude. Jones on top is not going to be like Francis on top. If Jones gets on top of Cyril for a significant amount of time, he is going to get fucking smashed. Imagine how heavy Jones is going to be on top and how vicious the dude is with his ground and pound. It could get ugly for Gon, dude. Like it's Gon. John Jones does not have to start throttling people with ground and pound for long before the ref thinks about stepping in. It doesn't take a whole lot. I don't know, man. I think on the feet, I think Gon has a really, really good chance of winning. On the ground, if John's on top, it's gonna get ugly. It's kind of binary to me. Like it's on the feet though, man. Like Gon does have a good left hook. It's not like his right hand is the only weapon, and he may throw it, dude, but that hand is not fully healed. I'm sorry. It doesn't. I've seen what his hand looks like when it's not fucked up, when it's not recovering from. He broke it against Tai Tuivasa, against Ty's melon head. But you can see it, man. I saw it the fucking stare at the weigh-ins today. When he fucking put his hands up at the official weigh-ins, when he put his hands up to do his little flex, he does that. He puts his fists forward in a little like semi flex kind of thing where he puts his forearms forward, wrist facing the top of his fist facing out. So you can see what his fucking fist looks like. The bitch is swollen. So I don't want to hear this, oh, his hand's fine. The fuck it is. I'm not saying he's going to lose because of that, but stop pretending like his hand is right. It's not. I'm not saying that means he's going to lose. Just stop. You're not using intellectual honesty. Now with John's back, we're gonna see. Dude, you can visibly see that one hand is more swollen than the other. He might throw it, dude. When the adrenaline kicks in, he might just say fucking throw it, but he could easily re-break it, dude. John has got the kind of dark matter chin that could cause a re-break. Like if he hits John on the top of the head, like if he hits John on like the forehead or something, he's gonna have to be careful with his shot selection, man, with the right hand. I'll just say that. All right, there's John. I mean, I'll definitely be happy for Cyril if he knocks him out. I am a big fan of Cyril Gane. I'd venture to say I've been a stan at times. And I'll be sick, dude. I'll be happy for him, but I'll also be sick to my stomach if Gane wins and I pick John. But all right, so he's giving John props as the go. I don't know, man. John, he's so ruthless, dude. I don't know, man. John is such a fucking sociopath. The smiling, the big smile, the calm voice, and just the violence. Yeah, fake bullshit. The fake smile. It's the fake smile, dude. That's what pisses me off the most about John. It's an honor, yeah. John, you better fucking win. If I pick you and you lose to fucking Gone, I'm gonna be so pissed at myself, dude. John, you better fucking win. All this fucking like Armstead, all this hootenanny, all these fucking shenanigans. What the fuck is Connor doing up here, dude? Connor all coked up. What the fuck is he doing here? What is this? This is corny as fuck. Why is Connor here with a mic in his hand? All coked out. What's up, Brooklyn? What's up, girl? Oh, okay, I'm done. I'm not watching this. I don't give a fuck about Connor's bullshit. What the fuck is that? So Connor's doing some corny like movie promo bullshit. And I'm out. And I'm done with that. Feels good to get those earbuds out too. What y'all think, boys? Yes. Cash at me $50. I'll tell you everything. I'll spill my guts for a cool 50. Yeah, he looked human versus Reyes too. It just seems like whenever he looks questionable or whenever people start to be like, is John really that guy? He just like the next time around, he just say, oh yeah. I'm starting to think, man, maybe the dude was just maybe he was getting fucking bored. Shout out to Norton MMA. Shout out to Lewis, man. It was cool getting to stream with him on the panel Wednesday on Aaron's show. Shout out to Aaron the dog. But Lewis said that, and I agree with him. Just like I'm just starting to think that more now. Like, yeah, dude was probably just getting bored. He's probably just like, oh, I can go in on autopilot. And he did. He was in there on autopilot against Reyes. It wasn't quite as easy as he thought it was going to be, and then he kind of snapped out of it in rounds 4 and 5 and won him pretty clean. I still think Reyes won that fight. I still think Reyes won rounds 1, 2, and 3, but still, I don't know, man. I don't like that being the reason I'm picking against John. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't like that being a reason. That's not strong enough of a reason for me. Because John does look different. Like, depending on which fight it is, like he does like to beat his opponents at their own game, but he's also a pretty smart fighter, and that if it's not going his way, he will switch it up. The dude will make adjustments on the job, on the fly, in the moment. He makes adjustments in real time. He just fucking does. And dude, I'm just thinking, the more I think about this and the more I look at him and like that stare down, like Gon is clearly the natural heavyweight. But dude, I think John is going to be pretty fucking strong. I think the wrestling advantage and the grappling advantage is going to be pretty evident. If he can get it there, like if it stays on the feet, he's in trouble. Because Gon is like a heavyweight 205er. He moves like a fucking middleweight, and he's 250, shredded. So John's in trouble if it's on the feet. But I think Gon's hand is fucked up. So I think it's gonna change his fucking approach a little bit. I just think it is. Could be wrong. You shut up, you fucking meathead piece of shit. Why don't you learn what a fucking word means? You want to fucking go, bro? Do you want to fucking lift, bro? Do you even fucking lift? I'll fucking arm wrestle you right now, motherfucker. Dude, and actually, I have explained this to you, Smarty Pants. I've explained this to you in the chat. The intellectual honesty is a problem-solving method. It is different from regular honesty. Like, just being honest is like telling the truth. Intellectual honesty is a method that you use to solve problems. Is a step-by-step procedure to, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I know it sounds nerdy. I know that I'm a fucking arrogant douchebag and I like to use big words to make myself sound smarter. Get off me. Just let me do my douchebag thing. Um, sorta looks sort of chunky at heavyweight, maybe better. Yeah, I mean, I agree that if he keeps fighting at heavyweight, I think he'll find his like happy little medium for whatever. Yeah, I think ideally probably yeah, more like 235, 230, yeah, something like that. I don't know. I think 225, 220 might be a little bit too small. Will you call your favorite number on air? What? 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 Cocaine Connor, dude. He looks so fucking strung out, man. Like, I know he's an Irish dude, but he looked like, dude, that fucking scaly skin, dude. That's that fucking scaly Coke skin. Fully McGregor, fully, right? Well, that's the fucking healing you, dude. No, and it's yeah. I'm an arrogant, verbose motherfucker, and I like to try and explain like yeah, I like to try and use big words to make myself sound smart, and I just am. Might not be smart, but I can at least try and sound smart. You know what I'm saying? All right. I can at least try and bullshit it. So once again, let's go back over these figgity fights here. This is going to be at least a 3-hour stream, so I'm just going to cook a little bit more on the Mecca and how I think some of these fights are going to go down. And I'm just going to keep smoking weed and yeah. So what do y'all think? What fight are y'all most pumped for? I'd be lying if I said it wasn't the main event. Just because I want to see how Jones looks. I want to see if Gon can pull off the upset. It'll be crazy, man, because I think Gon winning looks like a knockout. I really do. I think Gon can knock out John Jones. I know that's crazy about all the shit I said about John's durability. I know it sounds super contradictory, but I think it's possible, man. It'll have to be like a knee or a head kick, but dude, Gon is good at those. He's good at stepping knee. I can see him hurting John to the body. John a little bit softer in that midsection now. I can see that. He's gonna be faster. I think Gon's definitely gonna be faster than Jones. So on the feet, John needs to get this into the grappling realm, but I think that once he does, it's gonna start looking pretty fucking one-sided. Imagine Gon on his back, Jones on top. It's gonna get ugly, boys. It's gonna get fucking ugly. We're just gonna have to see though. That's why we watch the fights, man. But I'm excited about it, dude. And the results of the fights will have catastrophic consequences in Mr. Arkansas's Mecca. It's Team USA's duty to protect this country in the Mecca against these terrorists. It's our fucking bounden duty, man. Have to protect the fucking glory of America. USA terrorists. Good. Evil. It's that simple. One is good, one is bad. One Merkin, one not. America, the fucking fuck is it the beautiful or the great? It's it's one of those, damn, I know it in that fucking fitting. My fucking dumbass on it. I think it's America the Beautiful. I'm pretty sure. It's America the Great. It's in the great and the beautiful in the land. Yep. We do carry a big stick. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop these fucking dirty foreign terrorists, dude. I really think we are. That's a tough fucking team though, man. That's dude, that's two former champions. And Moyes knows his shit too, and so does Smith. I don't know how stubborn and Bigfoot are the fucking wild cards, dude. They really are, man. Like I really have no idea. Bigfoot especially. Stubborn can do all right. He definitely knows the fighters. I know he hasn't really been in a game like this before, but he at least keeps up with the fights. I feel a little bit more confident in him. Bigfoot could have some fucking crazy ass picks, dude. Bigfoot could have some fucking wild picks, Bo Squatch. I I don't know, man. He seems just kind of like a fucking warm body. But we'll see, dude. We're gonna find out. Because he's a fucking he comes from a communist dictatorship like you. He comes from a fucking frozen wasteland, Russian bloc. Fucking no, I'm just playing. No, I think he is like ethnically hair Russians. Russian peoples. Yeah, this is very like this team. It's so fucking borderline racists. It's just like, okay, whatever your fucking heritage is, you're automatically foreign now because of that. It's hilarious, dude. Like wherever your family originates from. Yeah. His name's like fucking Radomir or something. Who the fuck knows, man? I don't know with him, dude. He is troubled. He's a troubled young man. And I think that if he continues down the path he's going, I think there's a decent chance we could hear about Bigfoot in a larger sense, and then not a good way. If you catch my drift, it's either you or me out there on the board. You get my drift? You picking up what I'm putting down? On like, yeah, on the main cards, he does seem to know like some of the more well-known UFC fighters. But I don't know, dude. I just don't know. He only concentrates on like the most. It's usually the main event pick. Or like a very clear favorite. Like it's never like some like underdog, like I'm ice cold. I can pick the underdog, the correct underdog every single time. Like it'll just be like some huge favorite, and he'll be like, "Yeah, he's ice cold to stare down." It's like, what the so yeah, these commies and terrorists and miscreants and fucking reprobates, these foreign dogs will fall. They will fall to the land of truth and justice. They will fall to the greatest country in the world, America. We got problems, but we're still the fucking best. By God. Or my name ain't by God, just my 2 cents. Dude, that is a fucking really good shout. Dude, he is on thin ice. I know he hasn't put into the mecha pot, and he's just so fucking weird and like he's on the fucking spectrum, dude. Let's call a spade a spade. He's on the fucking spectrum. He is like an idiot savant, or he has Asperger's or something. He has some kind of, he might even be diagnosed and he hadn't said that. He has some kind of condition. Like, I bet if you were to fucking really like grill that dude, it would come out that he has some kind of like disorder. And honestly, I think if something crazy happens, he'll just be like, it'll be some sob story like, oh well, I didn't want to say anything, but I've had this condition. I can already hear it, dude. Like he ain't right. And I don't know if like he is someone that I feel like you can make a very good case for being instituted. Like not like in a prison, but like he probably needs to be in some kind of psychiatric facility. Again, what do I know? But dude, I would just, man, I would love to see what a fucking clinical psychologist would say about him. Like to have him evaluated. I'd like to get a fucking peek at those notes. Yeah, I'm not proud of it. It just is what it is. Like he ain't right. Like he's fucking, it's something, man. Learning disorder. He has gone to school and taken his classes in a resource trailer at least once, dude. I'm just, it's just true. There's no way it's not. But if he's going to keep forcing himself into these situations, I'm going to give my 2 cents on it. Like, I'm not going to act, I'm not fucking scared about talking about this fucking elephant in the room. And I really do. That is my amateur opinion. That the dude needs to be, he needs some fucking psychiatric care. He needs to be in some kind of facility and to be professionally evaluated. I'm not saying they need to fucking drug him up like crazy. I don't know, I'll probably end up doing that, but I don't think that's the solution. But I think that he needs to like get some kind of help because, dude, something is not there. I mean, that would be the ultimate redemption story. He wins the Mecca and fucking he wins the Mecca and puts out his fucking Miss Devil sex tape. No, I'm just playing. God, fucking Bigfoot. Like, dude, what the fuck are you, dude? I was looking at him last night, watching that stream, and I was just like, what even are you? I don't know. Anyways, that's not about Bigfoot. So yeah, I think he could definitely be a liability. I think we got a good squad, man. I think we got a pretty damn good squad. Sorry, I almost fucking I felt like I was about to get the hiccups. You ever like almost get the hiccups? Like you can feel the bubble start to all it stops, and then you don't hiccup. That's what just happened. Yeah, boys. Bounty Hunter's back at it. I've had a couple early Isaacs do, but most of the time, I at least leave my footprint on the game. I usually make at least one high profile kill. And I really like this kill tracker. So that's even more incentive to get Highlander, and it can end up saving your ass at the end. And I also like the 2 out of 3 category for finals night. It's like, what if you do, you get carried all the way through it and then you just happen to have a good finals night. I like the consistency is being valued, and also it's escaping me now, but there's a third category that will be used. So it's like you have to win 2 out of those 3 categories to win the Mecca. And I like that. It makes it a little bit more challenging. It's like it's a final challenge at the last stage. So I think that's cool. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. Got about 30 more minutes. If there's any fights in particular y'all want to talk about, let her rip. Talked about a lot of these ad nauseum, but if there's anything y'all really want to talk about, any fight in particular, just shoot. I think that the hardest fight to predict is Gon Jones because of the question marks for Jones, the potential injury to Gon's right hand, and that could loom large, man. That's Gon's path to victory. It's definitely not in the grappling, so we'll see if that ends up playing a factor or not. But yeah, I'm looking forward the most to Jones and Gon, and then probably this one to see if Turner can upset Gamrot. I think he's got a really good chance to, man. This is a risk. I know. I understand that I'm taking a risk here. I think there's going to be a lot of people on Gamrot, which is why I don't have this as a mecha divider. I think it's going to be. I know there's a couple people on Turner already, but I think it's going to end up being like 75-25 Gamrot. A lot of people see Gamrot and they're just like, oh, he quote unquote has the win over Armin, and people like think Armin is the best thing ever. So it's like by proxy, Gamrot beats anyone, but Gamrot will beat anyone that's not, you know what I mean? Like anyone that's not top 5. It's like, I don't know about that, man. That was a fucking robbery. Like in Gamrot, that's how he fucking loses these fights, dude. He gets fucking chin checked. And I think it's going to happen permanently this time. He got sat down by Guram. He got sat down by Benny. He got sat down by Sarukian. I think he's getting sat down by Turner, and he ain't fucking getting back up till the fight's over. I think people are underestimating Jalen Turner and overestimating fucking Gamrot. I think people have been doing that since he got to the UFC. I'm getting a little sick of it, honestly. I'm sick of this fucking like. Same with Beneil Dariush too, man. People are like, oh, Benny's getting so disrespected. Nah. Benny is where he is right now because he got his motherfucking block knocked off by Alex Hernandez. Alex Hernandez just got smoked by Billy Q, bro. Billy Q's all right, but yeah, that's why Benny is where he is. And that's why, yeah, his winning streak is impressive, but there's some jobbers on it. There's quite a few jobbers on it, except for maybe the last couple. And like, I'm not saying Gamrot's a jobber. I just think he's a little bit of a hype job, dude. I don't think he's quite like, that doesn't mean I'm shitting on the guy. I don't think he's a bad fighter at all. He's a good fighter. He's a really good wrestler. He does have a good top game, but I think the top game gets a little bit overrated, dude. It looks top notch against motherfuckers that get subbed left and right like fucking Jeremy Stevens. Jalen Turner is by far the biggest fighter and one of, if not the best strikers he's faced. I think that reach is going to play a big old factor. And I think Gamrot, I'm not saying he's a glass jaw, but he has a questionable chin. And it is what, in my opinion, has lost him the fights he's lost in the UFC. And it should have lost him the Armin Sarukian fight. I don't know. Yes, jury. That's right, the jury. Yeah, the kills play a factor, and then the vote. I could see the vote thing getting a little dicey because there's some bias could definitely come into that. Yeah, I agree. Benny, I've heard some people say this week that Gamrot is like, oh, he's not as bad on the feet. I think Turner is better on the ground than Gamrot is on the feet. I think the idea that Turner is chinny, I don't necessarily like. He's not the most durable. I'll say that. He's not the most durable, but I wouldn't say he's a glass jaw either. One of those losses is to Luque. That was like one of his first fights in the UFC. He's only 27. Like, I don't know, man. I worry about Gamrot's chin a lot more than Turner's. Dude with a 7-inch reach advantage, putting you on the end of his punches. That's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. He could. He definitely could. Saw, dude. What are you doing? Aaron the dog in the fucking building. Yeah, I've been putting you over, man. That show Wednesday is the hotness. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one for me, man, because like I am going to die on this hill. I'm going to die on Turner Hill. That's what it can end up being, but I've wanted to waffle back. There was a point, let's see. I think it was not yesterday, but the day before. No, it was. It was yesterday. It was yesterday. There was a point yesterday that I really, really considered switching to Gamrot. But I feel confident enough in my other picks that I don't think this is going to make a difference for me. It could. I know it's risky because I think it's going to be like 75-25 Gamrot as far as the Mecca, which is I don't have this up as a divider. And Aaron, now that you're here, I wanted to ask you about a couple of these, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking pumped for this shit. I'm excited for you too, man. Your first Mecca. Shit's dope. It's so much fun, man. I can remember like season 1 doesn't seem like that long ago. It really doesn't. But okay, do you think this is a Mecca divider? Aaron the dog, I want to ask you about a couple of these. It was this one, and this one. What do you think about those? Are enough people going to be on Marquez to make that a divider? Same with Brunson and same with Jones. I was curious about that. The ones that I think definitely are going to be Mecca dividers are this one. I've seen a bunch of people on Mana. I think this is going to be the biggest one, dude. Me personally, I think this is going to be the most split. I think this could be damn near 50-50. Maybe not, though, dude. Maybe it's like 60-40 gone. I don't know. What do you think? There you go. There you go. Yeah. We'll fucking see. Dude, I'm so excited for that fight. I'm so excited for it. I feel like I have. Maybe I'm tripping, dude. Let me think. Maybe that won't be. Maybe it's just people like reluctantly picking Barrio. I know Ark's on Marquez, but he's not in the Mecca. Why do I? Yeah, maybe not. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking these questions because I don't know. I'm not sure if it is or not. Way more people on Jones. Okay. What do you think that'll end up being? Like 70-30 Jones or something? 75-25, 80-20? Something like that. Artem asked me about movies. Aaron the dog. I'm going to ask you something right now. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. I want to know what you think about this. I like talking about movies a great deal. I don't normally, well, it's been a while. I'll say it's been a while since I've had a guest on. But in the future, if you would like to, I would definitely be open to having a film-based stream if you would care to do so. I was thinking about that the other day. I used to do some streams like that fairly regularly. I called it TC's Entertainment Center, where I would do like some album reviews too. because I would, I'd listen to these albums, just like a live like listening party. But yeah, I know that you like movies, and I was just thinking about that the other day. Like that might be kind of fun. Switch things up. I haven't had a guest on in a long time, but when I first got into the streaming with this channel, because I had a channel before this, but when I started on the Just My Two Cents channel, I did have some people come on. It got a little hectic for me. I don't know how Art does it with like all the people trying to come in and like sifting through that and filtering through all that shit. And that kind of like was stressing me out. So I haven't done it in a long time. It's just been like a one-man show. But for something like that, I would definitely be willing to make an exception, because I've heard through the grapevine sort of, and kind of seen that you like movies. I do too. Fuck yeah, dude. I'll when I think maybe more about like, because I feel like it should be based on something and not just like, let's talk about movies. I feel like there should be some kind of theme around it, or kind of like at least some kind of starting point. You know what I mean? Nice, dude. Hey, the man himself put this up earlier, but subscribe to the man's channel. Tune in not only Wednesday, but on other days. But definitely tune in Wednesday. Debate. See, there you go. Yeah, I would need to give it some thought, but I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, I haven't had anybody on in a long time. I know Aaron likes movies. I like to stream about movies sometimes too. I feel like maybe a good movie coming out. I center it around a good movie coming out, or one, I don't know, something like that. Something, dude. But yeah, I'd like to do, dude, we could do a fucking like a debate one, like movies that we consider overrated and like just really piss each other off. Like, oh my God, I cannot believe you think that movie's overrated. I don't even want to know you now. Like, that could get fun. That could be fun. Nice, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on too much longer. I think I might cut it at 3 hours, but we can kind of bullshit about whatever y'all want to for like 15 minutes. I'm gonna I think I'm actually gonna start what y'all see right there. I'm gonna start the third season of Mandalorian. I know I look like a total fucking like total Marvel and Disney simp with the like the fucking Nova shit in the corner and like Mandalorian, but I just Mandalorian's been, or Nova has been one of my favorite comic book characters since I'm a kid. Since I used to read the New Warriors back in the day. But yeah, the Mandalorian, like I like Star Wars. I'm not as obsessive over it as some people are, but the Mandalorian has been one of the better offerings in the Star Wars universe, probably ever. Honestly, it's definitely in recent years. But oh yeah, dude, that one gets, dude. Oh man, I can almost, I don't want to be presumptuous, man, but I'm pretty sure there's some movies I could tell Aaron that I think are overrated, and he would like want to fucking punch me. There's one in particular I'm thinking about because, dude, everyone seems to love this movie, and I'll be really curious to see if Aaron is a fan of this, because there's some movies that are so popular and so loved among like film heads and like film snobs, and I'm just like, nah, it's overrated shit. What? What? I'm not saying it's not good. It's really good. I just don't think it is the best gangster movie, and people always like throw that superlative on it, and I'm just like, not for me, not for me. But yeah, that'd be something fun to do in the future. Glad I got a chance to ask you that, because I've been meaning to, and that was a good excuse to do it. So fights. I do respect the Pesh. He's the best part of that movie. That movie's hilarious. I did a Goodfellas watch along when Leota passed. It's hysterical. That's its most endearing quality is how goddamn funny it is, and how funny Pesci is. There's parts of it I found is boring at times. But yeah. No, I definitely what was I gonna say? No, I definitely enjoy talking movies from time to time. So and TV shows as well. I like TV shows too. What is a fight we haven't talked a ton about? We didn't talk a bunch about Barrio Marquez. Some of these I don't feel like don't really need to be talked about a ton unless y'all just want to. But yeah, Garbrandt Jones, that's one of the ones I've had the toughest time like not waffling. Like I waffled already, and like I really want to waffle back to Jones now. I'm just like getting this bad feeling he's going to get starched, but I think Cody's going to win this. I'm getting a bad feeling, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I would feel so fucking stupid if I switch back to Jones and Cody grinds one out. He is the better fighter. He just doesn't have a chin. That could cost him against Jones, but realistically, if Cody can slip a dozen punches, I think he can win and make it look not that controversially. You know what I mean? Jones throws like 10 punches around. Cody's going to eat a couple of them. If he can slip like a dozen big ones, I think he'll win pretty easily. Like when Cody boxes, he's pretty good. Like when he wants to use head movement and like when he gets into the that rhythm of boxing, and what I mean by that is like actually boxing someone, like not brawling with them, like using the jab, stick and move, counter punch. When he does that, he's really good. When his eyes go red and he just stands there and brawls, that's when he gets slumped. Like he tried to do that against Kai Kara France. It's just a bad idea. Kai Kara France is a way better striker than Trevin Jones, though. Trevin Jones does hit hard though. He's a big dude and he hits hard. So that's why I'm gonna be sweating. Dude, it is gonna be up, dude. It's gonna be such a fucking sweat. But Cody winning by knockout or decision won't surprise me at all. And that's what I see happening. But I'm worried. And I'm worried about this one too. Definitely worried about this one because I think if Brunson does wrestle consistently, he can get Dricus out of there. But man, if it's on the feet, Brunson's getting knocked out. He doesn't have the chin, and he has that we were talking about earlier. He has a little quit in him, dude. He's an underestimated hammer. The hammer of Derek Brunson is more fearsome than some people would like to admit. It's just that he's a flimsy nail, and he's been like fighting. He's been fighting good fighters to his credit, but because of that, he's been shown to be a flimsy nail in these like big spots where it's like everyone's focused on it. It's either like a main event, a co-main event, a fucking main card headliner or main card opener, something where there's a little bit of a spotlight on it. That's usually when Brunson gets stopped in impressive fashion, and that's what people remember him for, unfortunately. He has some good wins over some good fighters. It's just and Dricus is not like levels above the guys that Brunson has beaten. I think it's a winnable fight for Brunson. I just think at this point, especially with that R word, dude, I really don't fucking like that R word. Really don't, man. You start if you're even mentioning it, dude, if you're even saying the word out loud, it's already in your mind. It seeps into your mind like a poison. You're already 1 foot out the door. You're already thinking more about the end of your career and the aftermath than you are about how far you can get and how hungry you are. And dude, you can say what you want about Drinkus. I think he sucks. He's going to get exposed very fucking quick. Like he's going to get exposed sooner rather than later in a big way. But I just think he's a little hungrier than Brunson right now. He's younger. He's a little bit more durable. I just see him being kind of like, without the wrestling, he's kind of like a better version of Brunson. Like Brunson used to charge forward all crazy like that and shit too. And he would hurt people. Like he'd do that and like hurt Whitaker and do that and like, but then he would just fall apart. And like that could end up being Drinkus once he starts facing these top 5 guys. But Brunson's age, the R word talk, the chin, it's just that's like 3 boxes that are not like good boxes to check if you're fighting somebody like Drinkus. He's arrogant. He's cocky. He might be a little delusional, but he does want the shit. He is pretty fucking hungry. So that's why I'm like ever so slightly going with Drinkus. But it won't shock me at all to see Brunson win this fight. And I might end up putting like a fucking either a live bet on Brunson or maybe like pull the trigger on something, but it won't be anything tracked. So I'm just gonna kind of kick back with the betting. But yeah. I'm pumped about this fucking mecha, man. Feel pretty good about the picks too. I feel like Team USA is going to be triumphant. We have some different picks, but I feel like our scores are going to like you can have different picks than somebody and still both have good scores. Like you just get some different fights right and end up with some of the like you know what I'm saying? He is, dude. If Trevin Jones loses this fight, he'll be 13-10. That is atrocious. That's a Michael Johnson record. Michael Johnson, you all know what a jobber he is, man. Fucking retard. Overhyped young guy, never fought a wrestler. The one difference, I mean, that's a fair point, and I get that lean. I get the Brunson lean. I get that read. I mean, that's what I meant to say. I get that read, and I get the Brunson lean. What I will say though is that I don't think Drinkus is quite as green as Edmund. Edmund was younger, like 4 years younger than Drinkus is now. I'm pretty sure he's like 23, 24 when he fought Brunson. Could be wrong about that. But I think Drinkus is a little bit better of a grappler than Edmund. I don't think he's going to be quite the fish out of water that Edmund is if it does hit the mat. Holland, like, I think Drinkus is a little bit better than Holland. Like, Holland has shown himself to be a very poor defensive wrestler. And Kevin, I don't know, man. I think Drinkus is a little more serious. I think Drinkus takes it a little bit more seriously than Holland. That's what I'd say the difference is. But no, it's a fair point. Like I totally get the Brunson side. I really do. This is why I'm sweating this one. I think it will. I agree with the dog. I think it's gonna be a divider. I think it's gonna be a big one. I can see both sides of it. I think Gon and Jones. I don't know. I think it could end up being 65-35, 70-30. I would still say that's a little bit more of a one-sided affair, but I don't know, man. I think there's going to be a couple few people on Gon. Won't surprise me one bit. This has been a great stream, though, boys. Good traffic for a little channel like this. Had 10 people in here several times. Had 11 people in here a couple times. 9, 8, 7, kind of staying at that range. We got 6 now, but dude, overall the traffic has picked up too, man. So I wanna give a big shout out and thank you to everyone that's been supporting. Um, as always, shout out to the Rabid Dog. It's where most of my fan base came from. And shout out to Aaron the Dog as well. I know, especially recently, I've definitely gotten a few more subscribers just from streaming with him and, you know, getting a little deeper into the betting side of things. So yeah, shout out to all the new homies. It's been good times recently on this channel. A lot of good traffic, good streams, getting double digits in here pretty consistently. So I always like to see that, man. And it's been by word of mouth. So appreciate y'all. Pack her up one more time. But yeah, man. I'm gonna catch up on some of Ark's stream, the part of the stream that was going on this morning before I fucking woke up. But yeah, make sure y'all go check that out if you haven't. Definitely subscribe to Mr. Arkansas if you haven't. I don't think there's going to be any problems with anybody showing up Saturday night into Sunday morning, but dude, just fucking show up. You know what you signed up for. You know what Ark expects, and it's really not a lot. You just show up on Saturday night. Be there, be active in the chat. Show the dude that you're there. You got to be there for the votes and shit too. It's just, that is what you're signing up for. And I'm pumped about the shit. Feel ready to go. Got my picks in, locked in, not changing any of them. Got the methods of victory locked in. So good luck, motherfuckers. Especially you dirty fucking foreign tourists. You're going to need it. Well, gentlemen, I think it's going to do it. Let me get this song going. Okay. That is too loud. All right, man. Another good one. Shout out to everyone that came through. Shout out to the Rabid Dog, Mr. Arkansas. Season 10 of his Mecca competition starts this week. This is week 1 of the Mecca. Team USA versus Team World. I will be representing these United States of America and will be doing my duty to rid the Mecca of these foreign tourists. But nah, man, shout out to everyone in the Mecca. Best of luck. Tourists, you're going to need it. Let's fucking go, Team USA. Make sure y'all subscribe to Mr. Arkansas. Make sure y'all subscribe to Aaron the Dog MMA as well. Tune in Wednesday. You can find me there with Lou Betcha and Aaron. And hopefully old Norton MMA, if he can make it. But shout out to those guys. Make sure y'all subscribe to MMA Engine, where you can find Lou Betcha, Brady, Wheezy, others. And also a big shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. Like I said, very, very happy to see my dude Boston Nick back in the Mecca. He is on the other side, but yeah, I'm not going to be looking for Nicky on the battlefield if I can help it. Yeah, man, trying to think if there's anybody else I'm missing. Nah, dude, I think that just about covers it. I'll be back Monday to answer for any dumbassery or retardation And I'll also be here to rub it in your fucking faces if I crush it. And I will definitely be there Saturday night for the Mecca. Pumped about that. Hope y'all are too. Yeah, the weigh-ins were good. Ceremonial stare downs were good. Feel good about the picks. Didn't talk a whole lot about the betting, but my mind is definitely elsewhere. Best of luck, everyone. Like I said, I'll probably put a few wagers in late, but nothing I'm gonna track or be too serious about. But best of luck to everyone. Good luck with your picks. Shout out to everyone that came through. It was a pretty sick stream. So thanks again, boys. This has been just my 2 cents, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.